Hey friends, and welcome to another Uncut. Well, today I'm on my own. Dwayne is at work right now, and actually, today is his birthday. So, all of you drop a comment, wish him a happy birthday. I know he'll appreciate it. But there's been a lot going on. A lot, but not a lot, in terms of a lot where his mainly schedule has gone crazy, and not a lot because that has impacted the progress of some of the projects. But he's been really hard and busy at work, so it is what it is. I try to help him where I can, but unfortunately, I can't do what he does just yet. Just yet. I'm going to learn one day in terms of the builds. But yeah, this is where we're still at with the shed. We haven't had a chance to get the siding, to get the additional wood for the rafters on the roof. And it's been raining off and on, like kind of torrential downpours. So we may have to go back and get like another 1/4 inch plywood subfloor because the floor has been getting hammered. And we want to make sure that everything is structurally sound for when we move the quail and the rabbits in. Maybe one of these days I'll try my hand at the saw back there. There's actually a couple of projects that I'm going to need it for, so I don't know. I need to watch a video first just to make sure I don't cut off any fingers while I'm trying to use it. So that means I need to focus on the projects that I can do by myself and possibly with the boys' help, which includes getting this area done. So you may remember from a couple of other videos ago, we had the shed initially placed there. Then we ended up moving it over here so it doesn't block the greenhouse. Thank you again, Auntie Anne, for that wonderful suggestion. But we're going to pretty up this area. So I was doing some work in the garden this weekend. And of course, as I'm doing work, every part of the yard becomes a catch-all. So I need to get these planter boxes cleaned up. I may plant some cucumbers and a beefsteak tomato plant that I have in these and put them in the greenhouse. So I think it'll be a little bit more temperature control and I can keep them away from the pest. But basically, I want to get these pavers laid down and dig up this area, lay the pavers down. We have the Adirondack chairs over here, and just kind of spruce up this area a bit, make it look a little bit better, a little bit more presentable. It's an eyesore. It's an eyesore to me. I'm sure it's an eyesore to anyone that sees it. So I know I can do that. So I'm going to be focusing my attention over there. But guys, I finally pulled out that random tomato plant in the garden. And it feels like every time I get in the garden, I take one step forward and then 2 steps back with getting it organized. So if it's not raining, we're under a heat advisory. And it's been brutally hot. And then yesterday, it was like thunderstorms and rain. So garden is looking a bit shabby right now. Have things all over the place. Some things that I need to repot, like this blackberry bush. Need to get this repotted. Also picked up this papaya tree. Need to get that repotted. Tomatoes are still doing well. Still harvesting tomatoes from both of the main tomato plants. Some watermelon down there. I don't know if you can see all of those. Got a nice big one down there. But yeah, I need to get in here and get this space kind of cleaned up a little bit more tidy. Kind of tired of the way that it's looking. And right now, great. Just great. Woo! So I know this is uncut, but I may have to chop a few things up. Sure enough, one of the one of the lines for the drip irrigation just burst. the valve came out and water was spewing out all over the place, which tried to show a little bit without getting the garden bed completely drenched, but I had to turn off the entire system. All right, well, I'm gonna have to end up redoing something, but let me take you around. So this came undone. This shot out of the tube that we haven't ran into, so that's going to need to be reran completely, because I don't think that there's any way to salvage it. I might be able to get the valve back in there and figure something out. I don't know, we'll see. But like I was trying to show you guys before I was so rudely interrupted by that valve, we got the random tomato plant out of the garden bed. So now the garden bed is prepped and ready to get the fall seed started. Now, what exactly we're going to plant, I don't know. What do you guys suggest? We're in northern Alabama, that's zone 8A. What do you guys suggest that we plant for our fall garden? We have some of like the staples, like some greens, some herbs. Although the herbs aren't doing phenomenal, but we have some of the staples. But give me some ideas. I have some seeds and I'm like, I don't know what to plant. So let me know what you guys are planting. Peppers are still doing really good. The pests are still demolishing the leaves, but peppers are looking good. Peppers are looking good. So yeah, I need to get out here and get the fall garden planted, but finish cleaning up. Need to finish cleaning up. And yeah, that plus the pavers and then the quail and the rabbits. So the quail. I'm going to take you guys inside the house with me. Oh gosh. Well, as you may have seen from the video when we moved the quail from the brooder to the grow-out cage, I'm not the biggest fan of handling the larger quail, except for Brokeneck. Brokeneck's my girl, so I feel like, you know, that's nothing to kind of pick her up and handle her. And I think it's because I've been handling her since she was a chick. She's a lot more calm and easier for me to handle. But these other guys, forget about it. Yesterday, I was replacing their water and they all started rushing towards the door once I opened the latch to put their water bottle in. One fell out, dropped. It was perfectly fine. It starts walking around the garage floor. I'm freaking out because I'm like, how am I gonna get this bird back in there? Julian is at work, Dwayne was at work, Brandon's watching Phoenix, which is our puppy. So I was on my own. I was completely on my own, and I know I need to get used to it, and I'm getting better by the day, but I got it back in there. I ended up getting this little basket and put some food in there, was able to pick up the bird and got it back in the cage. Because I tried to pick it up a couple of times and started shimming and squirming all over the place and then kind of fell out my hands. And I'm like, I can't do this. I can't. I was so stressed out. It was terrible. But yeah, we do have the birds all set. And I think I mentioned before we have a rooster problem. Way too many roosters. We know we're going to be able to process a lot of our birds, but then you know what? That's more than half of the quail that we have. So we got to figure out something. One of the solutions that I'm thinking about is this pen that I got off of Temu, and it's going to be it's like 6 cages, I think it is. Yeah, I got to put that together. Put that together and use that for a temporary breeding pen until we can build a better breeding pen to move them into. But what I think I can do as a solution for the interim is to take all of the hens that I have, which will be a mix between the jumbo browns and the jumbo whites, and then put them with the rooster. I think I have like 3 brown hens, 3 jumbo brown hens. I think I may have 2 to 3 jumbo whites. So I'm gonna have to finagle it, but just kind of completely move the hens out of the cage and also keep them separate from the roosters and try to separate the roosters too. Because they're nuts. They're nuts. And as they're getting older, they're getting crazier. But look at this. I don't know if we can see it. Let me zoom in. We have an egg. We have an egg. We have one lonesome egg in there. And I gotta take it out before one of these crazy birds. Oh my gosh. Before one of them break it. Because they're nuts. They are absolutely crazy. So yeah, that's what we have going on. Excuse me. Gotta get the rabbit situated. And Brokeneck, she's doing well. She's so sweet. And yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. I miss my partner in crime, because I feel like I could say, hey, we need to do this? And like, oh, I'll take care of it. Now I gotta do it myself, but it's all good. It's all good. So yeah, wanted to bring you guys along. I'm hoping that I can get something recorded tomorrow. May or may not be with Dwayne. I'm gonna try to keep it so that way all of our recordings are together. I think the videos just they're a lot better when it's both of us, but I'm gonna try to get recorded the project that I have going on outside, and Julian doesn't have to go to work tomorrow until 4 p.m. So he's gonna help me vent set the jumbo whites, and then we're gonna build that other pen that I got off of Temu and move the quail. We're definitely gonna film that, because I feel like anytime it has something to do with the animals, the best stuff always happens when the camera's not rolling. So we're gonna make sure to record it. But anyway, wanted to check in with all of you, my friends. Hope you all have a wonderful day, and we will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.